Okay, so now that we've ran through this skill, and now it's telling us that it's ready for job 3, but job 3 is the content master, and we need a specialist skill. So it says that we need um, a puzzle builder or activity book builder or validator. So let's go look at our skills and see what we have. Okay, so let's go back to Prompt Runner, and then let's just put in puzzle. Okay, so we're definitely going to want to check my puzzles and activities. So that's a validator. So let's download that one. So we're going to download that skill, but then we want an activity book builder. So we're going to create an activity. So we're going to download that skill as well. Now, can you see where this is going? We're just going to keep downloading skills until we get to the end of the product. So let's open those zip files. So we want to create an activity book and check my puzzles. Okay, so let's go back to our chat that we're working on. This is the same chat that we're working on, and we're just going to upload those skills. So let's upload the skills. And we want create an activity book skill. And then we want the puzzle checker skill too. Check my puzzle skill. And then we'll just tell it, okay, I've uploaded those skills. Proceed with job 3. Here we go. And it's going to go through and do that. So we're just going to pause the video while it's doing all that. Okay, so it went through and did all of that. So the clean handoff now is the content master complete draft is finished. So we're ready for job 4. And I would just tell it next to, continue with, let's see, proceed with job 4. So then it's going to like look through and validate everything for us. Obviously, you want to download all of the output, but I'm just going through the process for you so you can see how these skills um, link together and how it's not scary. It actually tells you when you need a skill. And if you have a question about it, you can just ask and it will tell you. So we'll let this finish. And just so you know, mine kind of hung up and I had to refresh my chat, but that was fine. Okay, ran job 4 and the validator. Okay, so we caught an important workflow problem. It created the structure. Okay. Okay, yeah, we've done that. We've done that. We need to come. So we need to move to the visual production. We need to correct job 3 first. Okay, great. It caught the error and is correcting itself. So rerun the job, have the skills to perform the correction. Great. Okay. So we're just going to tell it proceed with job 3A and generate the actual activities. So we'll pause the video here while it's doing that. So it went and corrected itself and it created all of the puzzles. So now we're going to run job 4 again to validate all of that. And it's really this easy. You just tell it what it asks you. You just ask it. It asks you a question and you respond with yes, proceed, or no, wait, do something different. So we're just going to wait until that's done and it's going to give us a big printout. Okay, so it has did the validation and passed. So now we're going to tell it to just move on to step 5. So proceed to step job 5. And it's actually, this is where it starts actually creating the product. It's going to use our image that we uploaded as the design guide, if you will, to actually create a downloadable file that we can see. So we'll just wait for this to finish and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so the content masters are locked. So now we just tell it to proceed and it's going to proceed with the next job and create the reusable pages and all of that. Okay, so it gave us a PowerPoint and a master map. So let's just download the PowerPoint and see what it's looking like, okay? So let's just download it and open it up and see what it's looking like. It might look terrible. Who knows? We're doing this live. Let's just open it up. Okay, so this is going to be the layout, which with the large text. I'm all right with that. It's not terrible. You know, you could tell it to change it. You could tell it to change the font, to change the text, to change all of that. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. But let's tell it to get rid of the rounded rectangles. I don't like that. Previewed. I don't like the rounded rectangles. Remake it. There we go. And we'll have it remake it. Okay, that's better. It got rid of the rounded rectangle stuff. I didn't like that. So that's fine. And you could tell it to change whatever you wanted it to change. So that's done. So let's tell it to approved. Continue. And we'll see what the next job is. Oh, I think it's going to build the whole thing. Let's see. Okay, so it went through and validated that again. And then it said it's ready to continue with job 7. So, yes, approved. Continue. Oh, let's tell it to proceed with job 7. It's going to review the skills, the assets, and the guidelines, and then it's going to create it. Okay, so it created the full thing, all the internal pages, as a PowerPoint, which that's fine if you want it as a PowerPoint, so you can edit it in PowerPoint or upload it to Canva as PowerPoint and then edit it and add your thing. But the whole point of this was to have it create the whole product. So let's go back and tell it that we want it to rerun job 7, but output as PDF, downloadable PDF. Let's see if it'll do it. Okay, so it says it did it. Let's download it and see. So here we are with our PDF. So we would have to do some cleanup there of some things because look, this is not great. So definitely needs a little editing. but it did create all 40 files, and it didn't do too bad of a job, but we don't have the grids for our Sudoku, so we would definitely have to go back and fix that, or just upload it to Affinity and fix that up. So, but not bad. So, okay, let's continue. Let's just ask it, what's the next step? Cover and front matter, so we need to do that. So, okay, we'll go ahead and do that. Final product Q&A. I think we're going to split this video here because I want to go through the whole job list and get to the whole finished thing, so we see how it all turns out and then what all it gives us. So we're going to do that this next. We'll do the front cover and jobs 8 through 11 in the next video.